Okay, Acoustic Bliss. Let's go drinking. When these shoes were new, it was how do you do? It was whiskey and telling your tale. When my shirt was clean, I was there to be seen. I had clear eyes and my sight never failed. And all of my brothers that I've met on the way, they were drinking by night, they were drinking by day. Now restore to my eyes what was clear and was bright, and take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight. Now bluebells and matches and stains on the table, and the sweet smell of the luscious woodbine. Well, Mr. McEwen, you will be my ruin, I said, but I don't really mind. And all of my brothers that I've met on the way, they were drinking by night, they were drinking by day. Now restore to my eyes what was clear and was bright, and take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight. Well, they're still shining through all those stains on the table. Left is heavy and the other is light. Well, if it's left up to you, girl, I know what you'll do. You'll take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight. That I've met on the way, they were drinking by night, they were drinking by day. Now restore to my eyes what was clear and was bright, and take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight.
Hey! Hello. Welcome to Acoustic Bliss. I'm sorry I was a bit slow off the mark tonight. Mic didn't work, and I've got to tell you, it almost doesn't matter what I do and when. I always end up the last hour before we go live is really my little heart starts pounding, and I get all dry out and I start sort of slightly panicking. I get really quite nervous about this. So it's really good. Now the camera is in a slightly different place tonight. Things are slightly different, so I am gonna make some mistakes. I know I am, but I'm just really glad to see you all, and I know there's lots of nice faces in the chat. You're asking me saying who you want me to think of you as. Supermodels to you all. If you are watching and you can't see the chat, you know I do what I'm on about. I'm sorry, it's just that I said it's lovely to see all your faces, but they're all imaginary. Anyway, tonight I've had a really good think about lots of things to do with Bliss, and of course the ultimate goal in 2022 is to go back to the pub. I was going to say go back to live, but you know what I mean. Go back to the pub and back to what we do best. That's still in my mind as a plan, but in the meantime I'm doing this, and I want to try and start looking forward. Now, of course, I've got I realised I'm saying, oh, stop looking at the past, but most of the archive, well, all of the archive is archive, isn't it? So we're gonna have to dig into the back, hello Helen, into the back catalogue. But I thought I'd try and start making notions for when we go back to live, and also you know, how to make it just a bit more of a thing rather than just going through every year and trawling. So I've got some, I think, well, every week I'm going to try, it's actually helped me a bit. I've got some categories that I'm gonna look for material that fits in with the categories that I've got, and when I say categories, they're just little headings, and please feel free to suggest anything if you want to, and also requests. I mean, if you've got any requests that you want, I mean, I'm not turning into a DJ, but you know what I mean. So I've got some categories, and I'm going to try and sort of, for the next month maybe, at least try this out and see how it works for me. Now, I know I've realised that I've sometimes promised things in the past and then I've forgotten about them, but hey, anyway, on with tonight. So I'm looking down because the camera's up there. I don't know if I will move it because that might be dangerous. So anyway, I thought, what do we like to start with? Really quite difficult to think exactly what we might start with every week, but I think what's quite nice is to have something a bit upbeat, and so I think we're going to try for the next few weeks to start with what I would call a bliss band, where people have just sort of got in and started jamming, and I mean, it could be anything, but where the band, the people that are playing together, haven't necessarily practiced, because that's what Bliss is all about. So that's our first category tonight, the Bliss band. I'm looking in the wrong place. I've also got a different mouse. I've got 2 keyboards. Nightmare. One day it'll be easier. So my friends, let's do it. Here is the first Bliss band, and well, I'll tell you about it after. It's from 2015 actually, but it was people hopping up and joining this young man. Here we go. Welcome.
Sounds different though. Is it quieter? Right, well, after I watched back last week's video, right, I watched it back and I thought, my God, I talk a lot. So my resolve for...
Right. I don't know what happened there. That wasn't what a video of me telling you that I talk too much. No bloody idea. I've stuffed that up, so I'm really sorry about that. Right, we're gonna hey, seamless. Is it seamless? Oh, who would believe that, eh? Would you believe it? Right, okay, here we go. This is it. So from 2015, Dylan and his band forms around him. Seriously, Carol.
Heading down south to the land of the pines, doubling my way in North Carolina. Hey, I ain't running back, living that old life no more. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler and old town string man. Maybe plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now. Oh, North Country's when I keep on getting me down. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to up me. But I ain't running back, living that old life no more. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. South, met a lot of folk. I met a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long tote. He's heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. I gotta get a move on, wait for the sun. Hear my baby calling my name, I know that she's the only one. And if I die running, at least I will die free. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Cheers.
I went to get myself a beer, but I've lost it. Anyway, so that was Dylan, and he actually is, I wrote it down, he was in a band. Hi. Anyway, I'm glad to see the comments that be myself. Don't worry about being seamless, and seamless is overrated. It's just as well, isn't it? I tried to squeeze too much into a day. Anyway, that was Dylan. I will find out which band he was in. So this is the beginning of hopefully the new way forward. And of course, temporarily we're still streaming, we're still archiving, but slightly different way. So we're going to start our evenings with the Bliss Band, and I'm going to hunt down different Bliss bands that form and play on the spot to start off with, because we want a bit of lively, don't we? And then I thought what would be nice is to fairly early on is to have some female music, some women playing. So we're going to start. I found a really cracking clip, right? And actually I've got a clip to play you, and yeah, and a video. So let me see if I can just line it up. Must be in a different bin. So I found this, right, and I did play this before. Well, most of the things I played before, but what I'm hoping going into the rest of 2022 is that we'll, you know, I'll make time to approach people, and we'll have new stuff. So instead of just playing the oldies, we'll find, you know, what people are doing now, and get some new stuff. And especially as things start to open up, you know, there are more gigs and people are starting to do stuff. So we'll start with the band, and then we're gonna see if we can track down some cracking female musicians. So I've got something that was like, you know, something that was from released in, I think it was 2020. Might have been last year, I'm getting confused. And then we're going to have something from something you will recognise from earlier afield. So this, do you know what? Can you hear how nervous I am? Right, can't watch. Anyway, this, just watch this because it's lovely.
Butterfly, her silken colors flutter by the world. Gabriella Butterfly, a brightly colored beauty, but her sound is never heard. And by the caterpillars gazing on her beauty from the ground, she was mocked. Gabriella walked among the caterpillars once. Now she does not. Let her fly, let her take her colors high, let her dance upon the breeze, let her sing through the colors on her wing, let her be the butterfly. Caterpillars hope that they might be. They see the butterfly, vision of such wonder, they are clouded by their thoughts. Gabriella Butterfly, tissue paper fairy with no glory to be sought. As Gabriella flutters through the branches of the tree, she looks below. The caterpillars changing into who they long to be, just as she had always known. Let her fly, let her take her colors high, let her dance upon the breeze, let her sing through the colors on her wing, let her be the butterfly. Caterpillars hope that they might be. Let her dance upon the breeze, let her sing through the colors on her wing, let her be the butterfly. The caterpillar
sorry, right, just a minute. So that was Angela Whitelaw. You can check her out on Facebook. If I did play that I think it was last year that it was released. Can't remember. I'm so sorry. And this is something I am also going to do, is spend a bit more time checking out my facts, just in case Ruth isn't there. So Angela Whitelaw, Stranraer posse, good friend of Mandy Green's, in the band Check the Diary with Mandy, and I believe Angela and Callum, the bass player, got married last year. It is lovely. Helen's in the house, and we've got Canada online. Hello Canada, welcome back. Things are a bit busy over with you. I'm getting a bit worried about Canada and New Zealand, but that's another programme. Anyway, so Angela Whitelaw, and we're gonna going, you know, for the next few weeks I'm gonna try this sort of a format really. So I'm gonna start with the band, then we're gonna look for some really cracking women. Everything's cracking, everything's great, but I'm gonna try and play more female players, and early on, but we've got quite a good selection of stuff today. See, I'm doing that nervous thing again. I think it's because I'm going to move that thing down. I mean, can you hear music? Oh, I've got the wrong thing. Got the wrong bloody doodah. Got the wrong bloody doodah. Right. Anyway, if I seem a bit flustered, it's also because today the course that I mentioned last week finished, and we are going to have some cracking women. I've just seen, we are going to have some cracking women. And whilst I was I'm really sad that it's finished, because it's been absolutely brilliant. It has done me the world of good. And actually, I haven't really fessed up about Thursday nights. I didn't tell him at all. I mentioned that I did open mic and that I'd stopped doing it, but I really, yeah, I just feel a bit nervous, and I'm trying to. Hello, Kelly, by the way. Just trying to get back out in the world, and although I know we've streamed pretty much continuously for the last 2 years, in lockdown, it's, you know, it's like being not a different person, but Thursday is just, you know, these few hours that we're together, it's like being away from the real world, isn't it? And I feel like as time's gone on, I've become so far removed from the real world. But anyway, it's time to start. This is what the one foot in, 1 foot out, doing the hokey cokey thing for the title is about, really. Is I'm trying to get myself back to reality. So I'm going to try and move that thing as well, because I feel a bit weird looking up there and then looking down, but I want to try and look into your eyes. My glasses need cleaning, but I did find my beer. I don't know if you can see my lights. The battery's a bit low, but they are they're unicorns that change colour, but the battery's not good. Anyway, none of that. So we're going to do a little bit of everything, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So I've got, you know, people have sent us some brilliant videos. So what I want to try and do is reflect, seriously, no, to go back and look at some videos that have been sent, and do all sorts of things, but a little bit of everything every week. That's the idea. If you've got any ideas, suggestions, things you want to do. I mean, I've actually also today, I was thinking, is that Graham T? Hello. Oh, it's just wonderful to see your names and all your faces and everything in my head. Do you want to, Graham T? Everybody else has had a supermodel picture for me to think about. So if you want the supermodel version, I might need a mirror to reflect. I've got to not look at the comments. I'm actually feeling more nervous than I have for a very long time, but there's no reason for it. And Steve McLean's in the chat as well. Okay, right. So I've got a list. I sort of made a list of things that I thought would be nice to see one of every week, or a couple of. And then I also, when I actually went through the archive, I did kind of organise it a bit, so that I could find things where where things were. So for example, I made a note of when there were different instruments, you know, unusual instruments, not unusual, but just not the normal guitar and voice. I made a list, of course, of all of pretty much when all the women came on and played, because generally speaking there's less of them. So I've done that. So I'm even thinking that I might, if I have the time to make a whole program about a thing, you know, I mean we could, you know, that my blooming error with playing TV's song, the Sound of Loneliness, and then Mike straight away made me think, well, you know, we could have a genre night, or you know, I could look for songs from a particular artist, because we've got so much stuff to pick from. In fact, there's almost too much choice. But just ideas. We could have a tambourine show, and obviously that would be Dode's birthday, and we'll make him sit down and sort of pin his eyes open or something. But you know what I'm saying, don't you? So so one of my ideas, oh, that's something else that's popped up, ignore that. I don't know if you even heard that. One of my other ideas was that I would look for, so I'll say them now, and then I can maybe relax a bit. So thought like we could have a one we made earlier slot, because I've got some fantastic music videos that people have sent me over the years. We could have a duo. We could have obviously we've got our wonderful guest videos from Blissers that send stuff in. Instrument of the week, first timers, maybe male solo artists, and quite often I make a joke about you know, here's one for Chloe, so maybe we'll resurrect the here's one for Chloe session. And back in the day, Chloe used to write about the songwriter sessions, so you know, I'm mooching on those ideas. Bill Allinson, there will be no glitch nights, obviously. I know where you live for sure. I thought I'd have a real proper dig about, you know, like actually make a feature, which is to get out the archive and really look. Are you in a cruel mood? I'll get you. It's all good. We're all here to let off steam, aren't we? And then also like from the Shire, which you know, there's a lot of fantastic, as Ruth will attest to, there's some fantastic original musicians in the Shire, and I hope over the next, like I used to, I used to contact people and get them to come and do songwriter sessions. I've just been out of that loop really. I want to try and get back into that and try and feature people from the Shire. We've also got out the Shire, so people who aren't from the Shire, the out of the Shire, oh, that nearly slipped then, the out of Shirers, the Shire outers. I am paying attention. Actually, I can see your comments. This is the only the plus of having the camera up there. Right, I want to know about that gig. Anyway, so do you know what I mean? Things like that. So that's my plan, and that there'll be some kind of regularity. My hat's falling off. It's been cold today. Some kind of regularity, kind of thing. I know it won't matter to any of you in the chat, you're just going to chat, but there are people, I've realised that there are people who watch probably for the music instead of me just rambling on. So maybe it's all out of my system now, so let's move on. So on my proper list of things that I would like to do every week, my next one is of course a duo. I want to feature a duo, and actually the name the names come up already, and tonight there are other duos tonight. Let me know, let me tell you, but this duo, well, you've got to love them, haven't you? And you'll see when they come. You've got to love them, and they have been an absolute pair of stars for all of us this last year or so. Here we go.
Anyway folks, we're going to try a song tonight, quite a wee ditty song. Alright, and this song was written by the wonderful Mr. John Prine, God rest your soul. He sings this song with a lovely voice, Iris Damain. Me and Mandy's going to try this. We've had a few practices. Shut up, Mandy, right, to tell the folk about it. So I'm sorry about this.
I'm bored. I am.
Well, we'll be bored if we want to listen to the song. Anyway folks, it's a lovely wee song, and we're going to sing it. goes something like this. Right, Mandy, go. She don't like her eggs so runny. She thinks crossing her legs is funny. She looks down at her nose at money. She gets it on like the Easter bunny. She's my baby, I'm her honey. I'm never gonna let her go.
Well, he ain't got laid in a month of Sundays. I caught him once and he was sniffing my undies. He ain't real sharp, but he gets things done. He drinks his beer like oxygen. But he's my baby and I'm his honey. I'm never gonna let him go.
In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spy our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. The instrumental for the Monday.
I was wondering where the rat was.
She thinks all my jokes are corny. Convict movies make her honey. She likes ketchup on scrambled eggs. She likes Lil and she shaves her legs. She takes a licking and keeps on a ticking. I'm never gonna give her up. Go.
Well, he's got no balls and a big brass monkey. He's a white-tailed weirdo and a love bug junkie. Sly as a fox, crazy as a loon. When payday comes, he's a howling at the moon. But he's my baby, I don't mean maybe. I'm never gonna let him go.
In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spy our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. Woo woo! Not very bad, folks. Big Dave made a mess a wee bit there, but to be fair, we're not perfect. The best singers make mistakes. Well, listen, folks.
It's not about the singing.
It's not about the singing, Mandy. We can do this till we get it right, folks. We like to just do it. Get it out there.
Right, fine.
It's all for fun. And Philip, look at my fire now, Phil. Look at that. It's still going like an absolute champion. And your wee shimmin here. 4 or 5 flames come out the top of it. Anyway.
Cheers.
Love yous all. Hope you enjoyed that. We enjoyed doing it. Maybe we get back to you with another one you know the night. But anyway, folks.
No.
Take care. And most importantly, everybody stay safe. Big Days away, sailor. Bye!
Oh, so they are. What a beautiful couple. And so if you're gonna highlight duos, you've got to mention these two crackers, haven't you? And no, Mike Abbott's saying you can't get too much of these pair. You can't. Now I know that Deej, actually, we need to message Deej and TV, and some of our more southerly viewers did not always catch what Big Dave said, but I don't think it matters. You get the thing. Cohen, it is awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Honestly, love these two. And as I'm always saying, Mandy Green does all sorts of musical things, and she has been thoroughly involved in Stranraer Park Fest, which raises money for the local lifeboat. And hopefully this summer all those fantastic things will come back in full strength. So yes, we all enjoyed that. So that's my tip of the hat to duos tonight. And again, this is what this is my plan, is to try and do a little bit of this, because then it helps me look for things and but I mean, it doesn't really matter. This is more to help me, isn't it? Because you don't mind whether it's seamless or not. You don't, you're just here, and I love that, so thank you. So my next thingammy, I need to just quickly find it. Of course, every week we have guest videos, and this week we've got I know that Jimbo Bissett, hello Jim, and Ruth, shh, they're at the quiz, yeah, so hopefully they're not texting you and asking you all for answers to the questions, but unfortunately you'll be very sad to know, everybody, that James Bissett couldn't make a video this week because he said 17 miss what do you call it, failed attempts. 17 was too many, and he didn't manage to get time to do it. So hopefully Ruth is back with him, and they're both down at the pub watching, doing the quiz. But we'll get a video from you soon. So this is not James. However, he's never far away, is he? Let's see if I can. Here we go. No, I'm on the wrong thing. Media 2. Here we go. He's never far away though, is he? So this is our first guest video this week. It all speaks for itself.
Hi Blissy Peeps, it's me, TV, back in the sauna, with of course Jimmy B watching over me. Done a lot of time this week, so it's just me and the acoustic, no bass, no electric guitar, no drums, none of that stuff. Hopefully... The morning sun touched gently on the eyes of Lucy Jordan in a white suburban bedroom in a white suburban town. As she lay beneath the covers, dreaming of 1,000 lovers, till the world it turned to orange and the room went spinning round. At the age of 37, she realized she'd never ride through Paris in a sports car with the warm wind in her hair. So she let the phone keep ringing and sat there softly singing little nursery rhymes she'd memorized in her daddy's easy chair. Her husband, he's off to work, and the kids are off to school. And there were oh so many ways for her to spend the day. She could clean the house for hours, or rearrange the flowers, or run naked through the shaded streets, screaming all the way. At the age of 37, she realized she'd never ride through Paris in a sports car with a warm wind in her hair. So she let the phone keep ringing and sat there softly singing little nursery rhymes she'd memorized in her daddy's easy chair. The evening sun touched gently on the arm of Lucy Jordan, on the rooftop where she climbed, when all the laughter grew too loud, and she reached and curtsied to the man who reached and offered her his hand, and he led her down to the long white car waiting past the crowd. At the age of 37, she knew she found forever, as they rode along through Paris with the warm wind in her hair.
Oh, I missed the end off. Sorry, really sorry, but at least you got to play the whole thing. So that said, the Tale of Lucy. Is it the Tale of Lucy Jordan? I've lost the chat now as well. Right, that was fab. Thank you very much, TV. Now put everybody out of their misery. Oh, Marianne Fate. Yeah, because they're talking about. We can see what they're talking about. I find it quite hard to keep up with the chat because I'm trying to get everything ready. But yeah, thank you. That was, and thank you. Listen, I hope that what will happen. I feel like over the last couple of years, we've been. Well, actually, it's always felt like a group of friends as Acoustic Bliss, because it started that way and then it mushroomed out, got much bigger, and its tentacles have spread far and wide. But now, since lockdown, it's been back to this sort of feels quite small. Although I do know that there are lots of people who watch this afterwards. So hello to all of you. Oh, Simon Atkinson, by the way. Simon is he's doing well, I think, and I know he had a bit of a hiccup, but he's all good, recuperating and recovering, and that's really good. And I know he watches the day after. So Simon, we're really glad that things have worked out for you. But yeah, nice work, TV. And what I hope is that I will. This is my other thing, is that I've not done very much reaching out to people. I did a bit in 2020, but it just got to be too much. I just didn't have the time, and then just, I don't know, lost my mojo really. It was all I could do to drag myself into a corner and switch the camera on a Thursday. Anyway, less of that, all positive for the future. But thank you. So if there's anybody watching and you think, yeah, right, I do it, send us a video of any quality. I know that somebody, I think it was the Gailies, I don't know if you're watching, Anita and Ian, they sent a video, and she got a message saying, oh my god, I've seen how professional quality a lot of the videos are. Well, but that, the thing about Bliss is that we've never set, as you probably can tell, our bar is set quite low as far as standards and seamlessness, and we're not looking for professional quality. We just need the music to be, well, we'd like if you record something, for it to be clear and not distorted, and for it to be heard, but it doesn't have to be fancy, and it doesn't have to be really artistic, because obviously some of the videos that have been made have been so artistic. It also doesn't have to feature James Bissett. There's no, that's just a thing that TV has taken on himself. So guest video. So next, my friends, I've just managed to sort this out actually, so I'm quite happy. So instrument of the week, that's what's next on my list. So my instrument of this week, well, I know Ruth likes me to introduce things, but I'm not going to, because why break the habit of a lifetime? Let you guess. So now, there aren't many people that come with an instrument that isn't like Bob from Ohio. Oh, I'm like, actually, I've got a lump in my throat. Bob's here. Hello, Bob. Oh, it's so good to see you. I was thinking about you today. In fact, I've got a note somewhere with just the word Bob. I don't know where it is. I've got the words Bob written in big letter, and then I had to write brackets Ohio, because obviously there's 2 Bobs. It is Bob. Bob's there. Hey, Bob. Oh, Bob in Ohio. Oh, that's really good. Honestly, oh, my soul's lifting. So let's have some blooming Bob music. So this is from 2018 actually, but Bob, you're just in time for the featured instrument of the week. And what I was saying was that it's not like people necessarily turn up and just play on their own, you know, sometimes they do, but today I found this and I like this instrument, you like this instrument, and anyway, we just like music, don't we? We like making music, listening to music and chatting silliness in the chat. But that's the first. See if you, well, guess, what do you think my instrument of the week is?
The Piss Artistry. Well, I put Duffy in charge of that actually, because he's damn fine at that. The Tea Artistry, that'd be you. Have you got a microphone?
We'll just get settled in. Okay. I think we're about ready to roll. This is a song about rats. Somewhere near your chateau, I took you in my automobile, paid your doctor's bill. I'm in a little trouble. You try to get me killed. You is but one bad rat man. Someday I'll find the thrill. Won't pull my foot down somewhere near your chateau. Yorkshire tale. Boy, oh boy, oh my God. Told me you love me, that was a lie. I still love you, baby, until the day I die. You was my warm, bright, bright place. Someday I'll find you too. Won't pull my foot, baby, somewhere near your chateau. Somewhere near your chateau. Oeft. Georgia, oh Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song and Georgia on my mind. The scent of you comes as sweet and clear as Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. Just an old sweet song out Georgia on my mind. Reach out to me. From the eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you, Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. Just an old sweet song out Georgia. Just an old sweet song out Georgia. Just an old sweet song out Georgia on my mind. On my mind. On my mind. On my mind. I have lost my heart in Budapest on a night in the middle of June, when the gypsy bands were at their best and the Danube was lit by the moon. Someone was singing all so sweet, and I lost my heart completely. I have lost my heart in Budapest on a night in the middle of June. have lost my heart in Budapest on a night in the middle of June, when the gypsy bands were at their best and the Danube was lit by the moon. Someone was singing all so sweetly, and I lost my heart completely. I have lost my heart in Budapest on a night in the middle of June.
So that was the instrument of the week, which of course was Jerry and his sax. And thank you, Ruth, for all the suggestions in the chat. That's amazing, actually. And yes, she is doing all that from memory. And actually, there are things I remember, but I can't remember what year they were. Luckily for me, when I started going through the archive back in 2020, I did actually, if I saw an instrument that was unfamiliar or you know, a bit out of the norm, I wrote it down. So I've got some records, but that got quite hard to do. Keep doing that over time, but I've done a bit of it, so I can search a little bit, yeah, that's, you know, one of the pluses of what's happened over the last. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, just noticing my glasses, they've broken and had tape on one side, right? And I've been on a course with real people, and so I put tape on the other side so that it didn't look so strange, but I've realised it just looks even worse. Anyway, then that was Moira's Magic Moments, and I thought, right, we in lockdown, proper lockdown, Moira's Magic Moments was truly magic. And if you don't know this, she used to come up every Wednesday or Thursday and drop off a yeah, very gentle. I've balanced my yin and my yang now because I've got tape on both sides, even though one side doesn't need it. Anyway, Mozza, you know, she trawled the Bliss archive. She put collections of photos together, and she would bring me a dongle every week, a USB thing with the pictures on, and then I'd turn them into a slideshow. And the first couple of weeks, to put music on, you've got to search your computer for what music files you've got, and of course there's a danger with using what's the word, not credited, copyrighted music, right? So thought, right, I'll use some Tipsy Gypsy and some Duffy, and because that's one of the main things I had on the computer that wasn't copyrighted, and they just work so well, don't they? So anyway, I absolutely love that. I call it a dongle. Why doesn't anybody else call it a dongle? Does nobody else call it a dongle? Memory stick, USB stick, dongle, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know where that's come from. Anyway, so I just thought that was so every week I'm gonna pick one that seems relevant. Now I chose that one because it said early doors, and I've got a little announcement to make, right? Because you see no. So first things, right, John Duffy and the Cafe Orchestra they played at Celtic Connections this year. Now, if you don't know, so for the Canadians and the Belgians and the non-Glaswegians and anybody that isn't from around here really, maybe, there is this amazing festival that happens every year. It's called Celtic Connections, and they have people from all over the world that come for it. I think it's about, Ruth will correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's over sort of several weeks. There's several stages. They do radio broadcasts, all sorts, and the idea is the connections between Celtic peoples, Celtic music, and just music. So there's all sorts of things, and there's a thing called the Danny Kyle stage, and that that's what the Cafe Orchestra are on, and they there's a playback. If you go to the Celtic Connections website, you'll find, and go to the Danny Cole stage, you'll find their gig there. Stop it in the chat. Anyway, it's so good. It's so good, and you know, like TV often says tippity tap when tappity feet, you know, when there's that music on. And I tell you, if you're in a room with the Cafe Orchestra or Duffy playing his gypsy music, then you can't stop your feet from tippity tappeting. Never mind how many dongles you've got, they just tippity tappity away. So that was what I want to say about that. And then the other thing, which I will, when I make my video about Acoustic Bliss, I found 3 posters this week when I was clearing up in a folder, which I've seen a million times, but I've never actually gone through it. I was keeping some drawings that I did flat, right? And in this folder were 3 posters, right? One from the open mic night that me and Mark used to run in Coventry, right? And it's quite funny. It's a funny poster, but you know, it says what it is. But it very big in the middle, it says cheap beer, which was obviously more of a pull than maybe the music at the time. But we, you know, no, it was a lovely thing, but not quite like Bliss. And then poster 2, right? Poster 2 was from, it said Acoustic Bliss, hosted by Paul Cairns and guests Carol and Mark or something like that, which it was back in the day. So I was really chuffed to find that, because that was, you know, like that was quite surprising, because I didn't think we had anything with Paul's name on it even. Now some of you might think, well, who's Paul Cairns? If you've been watching regularly, especially if you've watched over lockdown, Paul Cairns is a fantastic acoustic guitar player, and so you know, it was him that got asked to do the gig, but he didn't have a PA, so he asked us if we would join him and bring our PA with us, and that's how it started. But I found the poster, so that was amazing, and it will be revealed fully at some point. But then the other thing, I don't know if Moira was watching, right, but the other thing is I then found a poster that I'd made by hand, because that's what you did in the dark ages. I'd drawn a poster, and it was an advert for our 3rd birthday party, right? Absolutely true. Acoustic Bliss 3rd birthday party at the Boroughfields Cafe Bar, right? And you know what? It was 2009, which means we have been getting our birthday wrong. That's the first thing, because my handwriting, the thing that's you know, I never know whether to trust cameras, computers, or anything, right? But it's a poster, and it says our 3rd birthday, and I know I wouldn't have got it wrong then. So how is it? So when I do get round to doing my This Is What Bliss Is thing, I shall put those in. But it was really, it was amazing, and I was so glad I kept them, because you know, well, things like that, you know, paper just disappears. Anyway, what am I on about? So thank you to Duffy, thank you to Moira, thank you. So oh yes, so another little thing I thought we would do each week. This is a 2-pronged sword, this, because well, I'll say, so I thought also every week, are you really all just filling the chat with talking about dongles? You know that goes straight into my blooming clutter, and I end up with 600 and something messages in my spam file last week. My computer had a meltdown. Anyway, no, it's good that you're chatting, but really, music. Anyway, I thought another interesting thing to have every week would be to find a new, you know, like a first timer, someone that had come for the first time. And I don't know if you know how live stream works, but when you want to play something, you have to load it up into what is a bin, a media bin, and so if I want to even just play 5 minutes, I've either got to cut the thing out, change the frame rate and do all that nonsense and then load it up, or just I can put the whole week in, but it's big, you know, it's a big file. So it's quite I try, if I can, to use sessions from or players from the same week, you know, where possible, because then it makes life a little bit easier, and it takes up less space on the computer. However, sometimes exactly what I'm looking for is in there. So I found this, and I know that I didn't play this last year because February wasn't listed in, some of February wasn't in my archive. So I hope Simon Atkinson's watching. Really will be tomorrow. So this was a first timer that came in 2018. More anon, but enjoy this.
So, Acoustic Bliss is an open mic for everybody and anybody. We don't. You have to be over 18, unfortunately, because it's in the evening. But what's wonderful is we have people from all over the place, all different genres, and every week somebody new turns up, and I love it. So this is Sarah.
So my name is Sarah. I'm from Glasgow. I came here with Aidan. I wasn't really expecting to play, but I thought, why not? Why not? My guitar is like tiny, so like playing a large guitar is really weird. So it's quite odd for me, but it's all good. We've got this. I'm going to start with an original song, and it's called "Where Do We Go From Here?"
All the 100 times before you even looked my way, you wouldn't listen if I begged you to stay. Now we'll breathe 1,000 breaths just to get you off my chest, 'cause you know that life just wouldn't be the same. Oh, without you, my knees shake. When I'm with you, you know my heart will break. So we go back and forth to a place we both don't love, just to prove that we are not alone. And we stay there till we're rolled in this trap within us, so in the hope that we can move on. Oh, without you, my knees shake. When I'm with you, you know my heart will break. So keep your eyes on the road and don't let go until the sun appears. And sometimes we act out when we're feeling really low, we make the tears disappear. So take a moment, my friends, to look deep in her eyes and hold on till the sun rises, and say those 6 little words that get them by. Where do we go from here? And I know I'm never straight, I'm never right, I'm never placed right where I'm supposed to be. I'm only human, I make mistakes, and that's never gonna change, but I'll try my best for you. Oh, without you, my knees shake. When I'm with you, you know my heart will break. So keep your eyes on the road and don't let go until the sun appears. And sometimes we act out when we're feeling really low, we make the tears disappear. So take a moment, my friends, to look deep in her eyes and hold on till the sun rises, and say those 6 little words that get them by. Where do we go from here? Do we follow the clouds and spades and light in the sky? Do we run with the fairies or follow the stars into the night? sometimes we act high when we're feeling really low. You make the tears disappear. So take a moment, my friends, to look deep in their eyes and hold them till the sun rises, and say those 6 little words that get them by. Where do we go from here? Oh, without you, my knees shake. When I'm with you, you know my heart will break. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Thank you.
Yes, what a fantastic voice she has. So I'm just sharing in the chat. That is Sarah, Sarah from Sarah and Jumbug, and I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that, but fab. Yeah, so she's from Glasgow. She is a brilliant singer-songwriter, but their band is really cool as well, and so check them out. I put it there, sarahandjumbug.co.uk, and I mean, she's a talented musician, and so she's played with all sorts of people over the years, but that is her band, and they and she is well, she's going to be joining the Atkinson family because she's Kat's fiance. So I'm no doubt Simon's well chuffed about that, because well, what family jams they're going to have. Mr. Atkinson, the delightful Kat. And I did see in lockdown, that was one of the little precious moments in lockdown, was Sarah and Kat singing together. I saw at least one of those, so more where that comes from. So thank you. Yeah, so that was now, when I said about first timers, it doesn't necessarily mean that they've never played before. It was first time to Bliss, and because she said that, she didn't mean to play, she came down with someone else. So that was a treat for us though, wasn't it? And I know I didn't play that at all. So anyway, talking of treats, look, Steve Duncan, he mentioned in the chat, right? He mentioned that he's on the phone to his son. He never stops, that boy. Look.
Yay! So there's your mum and dad, and hope you're having a great time in Perth. I don't know, is it warm? Is it warm or cold? So we've got warm in Perth, snowy Ohio, amazing, and then we're somewhere in between. It's kind of bittery. Thank you.
So how strange is that? Because I actually cut that out. I cut that one out because I thought I will show that Stevie D and Janet in the house, because that was 2018, I think, in the house. And we gave a shout out to Perth, but his son must have moved, so his son's now in Melbourne. Hello, son in Melbourne. And yeah, so I was going to play that at some point anyway, so could tick that one off my list. Oh yes. Oh, I'm on a roll here. So right, let's see what's next. Now I've got many things to say and do, but I wanted to play oh yes, I know what I want to do. So next is this, right? Now some of you may or may not know that next week in the UK, and I don't know if it's everywhere in the world, but the 14th of February is Valentine's Day, and I bloody hate it, all right? I always have. Well, until I was okay with it until I was about 13, I think, and then things hit a rocky pit for me, connected to my mother and a young man and a very big horrible card, but we won't speak about that again this year. So I've foregone the notion of it. I'm not a fan, but actually Bliss, we completely love Valentine's Day as it once was, because it's been renamed as Ruth's birthday. It's Ruth's birthday. Look, the things are going red because it's not Valentine's Day, it's actually Ruth's birthday. And I can't believe that the last gig, the last live music gig I went to was actually Ruth's birthday in 2020. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. And it was bloody brilliant. It was brilliant because she did what she loves, which is she booked bands, local bands that she loves, that play original music, and we had an absolute cracking night in a really nice venue at the Burns Museum. I think that's what it's called. Ruth will know. Yeah, so it was great, and that was my last live music thing. So Ruth knows it's her birthday, but you might not. So obviously all the appropriate wishes in the chat, but we know it's Ruth's birthday. So we're gonna, the next couple of bits of music are for Ruth's birthday, and this is a good place to start. So we'll have a bit of this, and then we'll have a bit of that for Ruth's birthday. And don't worry, I'm not going to sing this time because I'm not. But here we go.
All right. Standing on the corner in the rain, you're soaking wet, and it might get brighter, but it's not done rain yet. I don't know what you're thinking, this could be your life of choice, but it shouldn't take a slap in the face, man. Just get up and use your voice, and don't stay any longer than you have to. Just get out while the going's good. Don't hang around any longer than you have to. Come on, get on with what's important and tell yourself. Show me a free world and I'll show you a dream. Come with me to the real world and I'll show you what I mean. Don't think it'll fall too long before you quit this joint, because life's no sooner here than gone, and you might just miss the point. Don't stay any longer than you have to. Just get out while the going's good. Don't hang around any longer than you have to. Come on, get on with what's important and tell yourself. Whoa. 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 Feel sorry for you because you're stuck in a rut. I know there's nothing more that I could do for you, but just get on your back, stay on your back. Oh, don't stay any longer than you have to. Just get out while the going's good. Come on, get on with what's important and tell yourself the truth. You tell yourself the truth. Whoa. I'd actually just like to dedicate that to Andy, to be honest, because he knew what it was all about.
Alright, hello guys, my name is Mike Edwards. I've been given a ride before for not enunciating my words when I speak, so hopefully you can all hear me. This is a song of mine called... it's not got a name yet.
to tiger reeds, bluebird, drag it down, down into the brown. Big fish, looking scared, losing your head, weighing up the scales of imaginary fate, one knocking in the nails, a prison to chairs. It's now or never, gotta be a little clever, cause it's easy as you please to live life on your knees. So it's now or never, gotta be a little clever. Don't leave yourself waiting, don't fool yourself praying, don't find yourself waiting, waiting on the weather to change, waiting on the weather to change, yeah, waiting on the weather to change, yeah, yeah. Well, there's a storm cloud, hell loud, into skelter, let's find shelter, birdcage, all the raids, close the door and never leave. Hard times, unknown crimes, never to be seen. So hard to swim when you think you'll never win. So hard to fly when you don't even try. Yeah, it's now or never, gotta be a little clever, cause it's easy as you please to live life on your knees. Oh, it's now or never, gotta be a little clever. Yeah, don't leave yourself waiting, don't find yourself praying, don't fool yourself waiting, waiting on the weather to change, waiting on the weather to change, yeah, waiting on the weather to change, yeah. Gotta be a little clever, gotta be a little clever, gotta be a little clever, yeah. Don't leave yourself waiting, don't fool yourself praying, don't find yourself waiting, waiting on the weather to change. Thank you.
So sorry. Seamless and soundless. I'm sorry, I was doing that to save your ears from the nightmare. Anyway, so James Bissett and Ruby are back in the house. Hello, you two. Welcome back. I'm guessing you didn't win the quiz. We're glad to have you. There's a lot of disappointment in the chat about the lack of Bissett videos tonight. Okay, so we'll start that one again. Actually, I thought that would be seamless, but I'm quite glad really, because what I wanted to say is that our next video is obviously involving humans, one of whom is not in the chat because Tiff and George have gone. They've gone to they've gone somewhere else. They've gone to a gig. I think somebody treated them. They got gifted some tickets for something, and they've gone away. And then the other thing I want to say is that there's a hiddenness. There's a person behind the scenes who we all owe stuff to, and that is the delightful Mary. So we see Mike Abbott every week, but we don't see Mary. And Mary, without Mary, what would Mabbott be able to do? Would he have clean t-shirts? Would he be able to get himself out to the bar? We don't know, right? But what I know is that Mary is a wonderful person, and when we were in live, Mary was the new Moz. She would stand in for Moz. Well, obviously if Ruth wasn't there. So it was one of them. Ruby won, but you didn't win any money. How can that be? So anyway, so Ruby, I mean, it's the same thing. So Mary and Ruby are unsung heroes. There's no money involved in any of that. So shall we have the video with sound? Okay, right, let me ask you, what song is it? Mike, you can't answer. What song are they about to play? Answers in the thing, right? I'll set it up. Right. Let me...
Howdy folks, welcome to the Rose Cottage. Here's a song from David Bowie called Life on Mars. It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair, but her mommy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go, and her friends are nowhere to be seen, as she walks through a sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked on the silver screen. But the film is a saddening bore, cause she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools as they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the long man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know. It's a best-selling show. Is there life on Mars? It's on America's tortured brow. The Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. Now the workers have struck the flame. There's letters on sale again. See the mice in their million horde, from Ibiza to the North abroad. Rule Britannia is out of bounds. To my mother, my dog and pounds. But the film is a saddening bore, cause I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be written again, as I asked you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the long man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know. It's the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars? There we go. Next week is the life on Snickers.
And did you know Uranus is bigger than Mars?
Stay safe.
In honour of Barry Cryer, this is Nothing Compares to You, to the tune of Tulips from Amsterdam.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose, but nothing compares to you. Nothing takes away these blues, 'cause nothing compares to you. It's been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song. Nothing stops these lonely tears from falling. Where did I go wrong? I could put my arms around every boy, but they'd only remind me of you. Nothing takes away these blues, 'cause nothing compares to you. Nothing takes away these blues, 'cause nothing compares to you. I went to the doctor, guess what he told me? Guess what he told me? Girl, you better try to have some fun, no matter what you do. All the flowers you planted, mama, in the backyard, they all died when you went away, 'cause nothing compares to you. Living with you was sometimes hard, but nothing compares to you. Living with you was sometimes hard, but nothing compares to you.
Sorry, Bob. It was under my breath. All the Bobs. Sorry, all the Bobs. Well, that, Pauline Valance, what can you say? And actually, I'm really sorry because she sent me 2 videos last week, and I played one last week and I saved one for this week. And unfortunately, she prefaced that by saying that this one's for Barry Cryer, who the master of that particular genre on radio, which I don't know if the people who live, well, the very young people and the people who live abroad might not know Barry Cryer, but he was an old-time comedian. Was he one of the goons? Anyway, he died unfortunately last week, and so that was her tribute to him. But I saved it because it was Nothing Compares to You, and I thought, yeah, nothing compares to nothing compares. That Nothing Compares to You song, Bob's in the chat saying what a sad song. It is the most moving of songs. It was covered by Sinead O'Connor, and that was the first time I came across that song, and it gets me every time. But the other thing as well is, I think did Prince wrote it. And yes, so in the chat, TV saying the Bailey Birthday Festival, whatever transpires. I don't know if I said that in public actually, but next year, folks, Bailey Guitars is 25 years old. I don't know how that happened. So I was saying to Tony at some point in one or other digital communication that but was it last week that we ought to do something next year, 2023. Yes, so I don't know what or how, I can't even think about that right now, but what Tony did say was that but it gets organising it soon, because people have got diaries and that, which was just a diary. I didn't even know what that was, but I've actually got a diary now. So yes, so I think at the very least, hopefully we'll be able to do some live stuff this year, and people will choose to come. But what I hope is that next year that we will be able to celebrate the Bailey 25th anniversary. Gosh, who knew? Anyway, so thank you. And before Pauline and that beautiful Nothing Compares to You, Bob, I think it is Prince that wrote it. I think he did the first version, and Sinead O'Connor's version is breathtaking. Gets you right inside. The Silver Jubilee. Oh, I can't be old enough. Anyway, before that, what we were doing was we were celebrating the fact that Valentine's Day doesn't exist, because it's Ruth's official birthday. It's the official birthday of Ruth. Never mind any of that platinum nonsense or Valentine's rubbish. No, it's Ruth's birthday on Monday, and that's your job on Monday, is to wish her, send her vibes across the sea. Okay, so more and on about birthday. Anyway, I can't believe it. It's 10:20. I'm only halfway through my list. But that's all right, because what I decided when I was thinking of these sort of categories that I might try and do sort of each week is that there's probably going to be more. So one's, for example, I've got my archive, dig it out the archive. I'm not going to have time for that right now. Also From the Shire and Out the Shire. Well, I've got some ideas on that, but I'm not going to play that now either, because actually my finale covers archive and Out the Shire, all in a one. Ha 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 ha. Right, now we have plenty of that, right, but I'm going to pick a ha 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 moment of some kind every week, and I've got one. I've got one for tonight. Definitely some sort of songwriter session, like we used to. You know, we used to feature a songwriter, but what I want to do is I want to feature them. I mean, I might play archive stuff, but I want to feature them now, and you know, go back to the whole thing about Bliss at the beginning, was that it was a place for people to cut their teeth, have a go, show off what they're doing, try out new material, promote stuff if they want, network, all that kind of thing. And that's kind of, that sort of thing has kind of got lost a bit over the last couple of years because we couldn't do most of it. So just seen James Bissett's. No, it's not. It's Ruth's birthday. It's the 14th of February, but it's officially Ruth's birthday. It's not Valentine's Day at all. Just saying. Okay. But I am going to always have my happy place. Right. I'm going to find my happy place, my ha ha ha, and my happy place every week. So the last bit tonight is I've got a ha ha ha, I've got a happy place. Oh, and I thought also I would try and finish on and up, you know, try and finish with on and up with some kind of band or something similar. So we're going to do all that, but before we do all that, I just wanted to say one thing, and that was that in fact Long Day Living, so before Mike Edwards in Ruth's birthday, not the Valentine's Day, birthday treat, we played Long Day Living, which was Steve McLean, who's in the chat. He was earlier anyway. Hello Steve. And Kenny Tom, right? And now it's not the clip that I originally found, because I found a clip which I thought I'd put in of Kenny Tom without a hat, which was just, it blew my mind, but we'll find that again another day. And anyway, so Kenny, at the end of that clip that I played, he said something about Andy, and he, you know, said they were playing out for Andy. And when I was looking at today in 2017, which, so that's unbelievably 5 years ago, I can't believe it. We this time 5 years ago, we were sort of paying tribute to our friend Big Andy, Big Tall Andy, who died really suddenly that week. And I was in two minds whether to play the video that we made, because it is absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful, but I decided not to, because it's really emotional, and it's not a good place to end. It's really not a good place to start either. But if Dee's watching, or anybody who knows remembers that evening, then I didn't want it to go by without mentioning it. And at various points in that evening, we paid tribute to them. And then a couple of years later, on the same Bliss week, we paid tribute to the two Billies. So we lost Billy, Flat Top Billy, and our beautiful Billy McMillan. And we've never said very much about it because it's been too difficult. It still is, really. But I didn't want today to pass without at least mentioning them, and because none of them are forgotten, very much present. And it's actually it would have been Billy's birthday. Well, it is Billy's birthday on Sunday, and but still here. And they live on, these people, in the things they said, the stuff they've done, some bits in video, and obviously with Billy, all the amazing guitars that he spray finished. So whatever we do next year with our 25th anniversary, there will be a massive tribute to that incredible man, who we all miss greatly. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to contact Dia. Dia, if you're watching, will you message me? Because I just think that the soundtrack, what you made, was beautiful. So I'll message you separately. So let's go to other things, and we're almost at the end tonight. So I thought, well, let's just change the mood. They would have liked my next clip quite a lot. It's very brief, right? I thought that every week I might have a ha-ha spot, right? Oh yeah, no, right. So I'm going to play something else in between. No, I'm not. I'm going to do this now. So this would tickle them. So this is from that night, I think. I'm not sure. It was the night that we played tribute to Andy. So so here we go. So this is my ha-ha bit, okay? Hopefully. Oh, sorry. The other thing I was going to say is that I'm going to try, because last week people were so complimentary about me and Mark's the tune that we played, and I thought, right, well, I'm a bit of an idiot, because we've got some really nice material that we should play. So I'm going to try and play at least one track of ours every week. I'm going to read out what Northgrad Bob's saying. The sadness seems to be everywhere, and the memories of joy are all that remains. And yes, Bob, I think COVID has brought some of that into sharp focus, and then we feel it more as well. But there are so many memories, and memories that bind us. I mean, we've never met Bob, have we, Bob? We've never actually physically met you, but you're part of our extended family, and I'm so glad that you've joined us tonight, because yeah. So my friends, right, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do something else. So duos, bands, finishing with something uplifting. So this is the pièce de résistance for this evening. You'll love it. I'm going to come back after a couple of tracks, and then we'll round off our evening. So here we go. Oh no, I've got to put it on here.
Thank you.
Hey, now to his knees.
come together, hey, hey. Come together, yeah. Come together, hey, hey. Thank you. Okay. This is absolutely terrifying and the biggest. We normally play in a really little acoustic bar in Blackpool, like, so I'm like, oh. So please excuse my nerves, but we'll put a few songs together. So if you know them, please join in. Please feel free to we'll keep with the Beatles theme, I think. Okay. Try to see it my way. Do I have to keep on talking till I can go on? While you see it your way, run the risk of knowing that love is soon be gone. We can work it out. We can work it out. Think of what you're saying. You can get it wrong and still you think that it's alright. Think of what I'm saying. You can work it out and get it straight. I say tonight. We can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again. Try to see it my way. Only time will tell if I'm right or I'm wrong. While you see it your way, there's a chance that we may fall apart before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again. Try to see it my way. Only time will tell if I'm right or I'm wrong. Why see it your way? There's a chance that we may fall apart before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out. Thank you.
So that, my lovely friends, I can't believe what time it is, but I've got one last thing. But that was Sam and Ian Moore from Blackpool, and like, I can't remember what they go out as a duo. I can't remember. Ruth might remember, but she might not. Steve Duncan might remember, but she might not. And bless her, Sam was so nervous, right? Well, and before I'd not actually seen them play live before, and they were so nervous beforehand, because it's, you know, Bliss and everything, I suppose, being filmed. But they are a really, really lovely couple, and she bought she did this clever thing, she did this amazing thing. She told for his birthday one year, she for his, I think it was a big birthday, she brought him up for a design session for a guitar, which was a surprise, and you know, they stayed in a B&B, and it was really exciting, and it was a big surprise. So he was blown away when he came. But what he didn't know is at the end of the session we then said, oh, and by the way, your wife's actually I don't think they were married then, but Sam's also, you know, your dream guitar that's in your head that you've just put on paper is going to become reality for your birthday. And oh my God, he couldn't believe it. So yeah, I'm just looking at what Bob's saying. So which I'll come back to. But so Sam and Ian from Blackpool. Ian is he teaches music. He's a really brilliant guitar player. He plays all sorts of things, and all sorts of guitar. And he's the lead guitarist in a rock band called 12 Paces that plays some quite big gigs actually around the north of England. They supported the top AC/DC. It wasn't AC/DC. It was a top AC/DC touring band that go to quite big gigs. Anyway, so I just want to say once again that I want to reiterate what Bob's saying, is that I feel like we carry it, everybody that we've lost, don't we, with us through our life. When I was younger, I think I thought that people, I don't know what I thought, but now I totally believe that they come with us, they're never away. And unfortunately, as we get older, there are more and more people to carry with us, but we're all so lucky to have had these people in our lives, aren't we? Especially the more we love them, the luckier we are. So anyway, it's really good to have you back, Bob. I'll message you tomorrow. And also, like I'm saying, my course finished this week, so if I've been more invisible and distant than usual, it's because I've just been so busy with this course. Anyway, so promised you 2 more things and then I'm going to finish. So my my ha this week, right? It's a teaser because people are saying yes, more Carol and Mark. Well, be careful what you wish for. Ooh. I'm gonna have to swap it over. I'm going.
If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you.
Yes, so I totally agree with Bob. Sometimes it is hard. It is hard to laugh when things have been somber, but I can't, see, the more I dip into the archive, I come across, every time I come across something, and so we have to mix it with the ha, otherwise we will lose it. So no, did you not hear someone dropped a bottle? Did you not hear that? A pop, a bang. No, it was If I Could Save Time in a Bottle, which is actually a beautiful song, loved muchly by Peter Pollock. And did you not hear it? You'll have to replay it, but it's bang. Someone drops a bottle and you can hear it pop. Anyway, so I'm sorry if I'm mixing things up tonight, but so let's move on to the very last thing, and it's the very last thing of the night. And it sort of combines some joy, it combines some music, it's a bit of Carol and Mark, but in a way you haven't seen us. It's my leave it to the end band, my band, it's the band performance, and it's a bit of impromptu-ness really, because we've not done this before. So did you not hear? Look, you're asking what it is. If I could save time in a bottle, blah 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 blah. Pop! Someone dropped a bottle. it made me laugh. You might have to rewatch it, knowing that it's, if I could say time in a bottle, some things are wasted. Some things are wasted on you. Anyway, so my friends, this is the last thing tonight, because we have run over a little bit. It's Carol and Mark, just by the way. Actually, no, see, it used to be Acoustic Bliss. No, it used to be Christmas in Marrakesh, but nobody could ever spell it right. And so we then we called ourselves Case of Blue. Oh, Bob, I'm sorry if you don't think it's funny. I'm sorry. I'll message you tomorrow. I'm really sorry if I upset you. I really didn't mean to. It is a beautiful song, but it was ruined by a bottle breaking. So it is Carol and Mark. We were Case of Blue, and then we stopped being called anything because we tried to use our other names and people just put Carol and Mark on the posters, so we just became Carol and Mark. So wherever you are, whatever you've been doing this evening, thank you for joining us, and please do message me. I'm not very much on Facebook, but I do see if there's a message and I try and catch up with it. You can email me at carol@baileyguitars.co.uk if you've got any ideas or suggestions for 2022, then please do. And so let's finish with our combo band. Oh yeah, I'll find a foot. Maybe it was too subtle. Was it just me that found it funny? I'll find one funnier. Anyway, you'll enjoy this. This is lovely, right? At least you can smell caramel. All right. So this is a lovely thing, and I'm so glad it happened, because it doesn't happen very often. So anyway, shut up. So thank you all for joining us. Much appreciated. Sorry, I've had 2 cans. That's me done. And I'll see you all next week. And I'm going to work on this idea of kind of things to look for in themes, because it's actually quite nice. And I will see you very soon. Well, it finished a bit suddenly, so I'm going to play this. You will all love this, I hope. I hope you'll love this. So I'll see you soon, next week. Bye. Actually, do you know, somebody knocked on the back door and I thought it was somebody I knew, and let themselves in, and I've got a snowman onesie, and this man appeared. I felt naked because I was actually standing, and I don't know who was more shocked, him or me, right? Like, who was it? It's somebody I know, but I haven't seen him for a while, and yeah. But anyway, he did look quite surprised, because me in a snowman onesie is quite something, I can tell you. Anyway, so you might get treated to that tomorrow, depending on what time you arrive. Right, are we? Mark, we're running out of time. We'll see. Don't ever wait for me to stop talking. I'm just filling in till. Right, well, hurry up.
Så kanske we don't need to tune.
Right, so and then the last thank you, obviously, is I want to thank Ian and Sam for being our featured act tonight. I think they were brilliant, and we'd like them to come back, would we not? And they do some more rock things, so we should get them doing some more rocky rock stuff, shouldn't we?
Yes.
Right, so this is an experiment, because we've only played it 3 times or something. Are you ready? But look, tune in. How much time have you stood around waiting for the boys to tune?
We'll just do it. It's fine. I don't
Anyway,
I've got no idea.
if Mark doesn't remember all of it, it's obviously Steve Duncan's fault for buying him a bottle of gin. And Ian's fault, the Duncan gin, and Ian's fault for giving him a Jack Daniels before he came out. So there we are. Right, we've got one song. But hopefully we'll be doing a few more musical collaborations. So, thank you to everybody that's played, as always. Thank you to Redbeard for the photographs. Thank you to Ruth for all her organisation and handing me notes. Thank you. Is Moira the driver? Thank you to Moira for driving tonight. And we'll see you all. You're on the internet tonight as well. Are you? Okay, well thank you. And last of all, but not least, thank you to Simon and Gemma for being our bar staff. Good night.
Town of Air, Statue Square, Twaddock's Bar, you'll find it there. And Bailey guitars on a night like this, sweet sound of acoustic bliss. Carol sings to Moore's guitar, Jem smiling behind the bar, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Come along, bring your song, play guitar or an old baron. Banjo, flute, violin, piano, sax, just anything. Duffy rocks, Chloe rolls, Wolfie sleeps and Norman blows, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Absent friends, Willie and Ken, reminisce and laugh again. The song is sung, the day is done, but the memories will linger long. Behind the mask, raise a glass to live music and friends past, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Silent singers, songless days, shadows playing without a stage. And Bailey guitars on a night like this, how I miss acoustic bliss. Carol sings to Mark's guitar, Tom smiling behind the bar, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Life rocks, you gotta roll, play the blues and ease the soul, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, Ben Bob singing bar, and Bob singing bar, the smiles come free.
Bob singing bar.
1 dog, 2 dog, 3 dog, 4 dog, 5 dog, 6 dog, 7.
Bob singing bar.
Bailey guitars, 2 dog, 3 dog, acoustic, 5 dog, 6 dog, 7.
Bob singing bar.
Bailey guitars, 3 dog, acoustic, 5 dog, 6 dog, 7.
Bob singing